Hey everyone, Connie here with my review for Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I just got back from the theater. You can see the popcorn over here. And I wanted to get this done like right away, get the thoughts out as they're really fresh. Um, and I want to say there will be spoilers. I'm not going to maybe delve too heavily into them, but I will be talking about some spoilers. So, including what happens in the mid-credits sequence. So, yeah, spoilers will be happening. So that is your warning. That is your spoiler warning, and we will begin with all of that in 3, 2, 1, now. So, I reacted to the first Sonic movie on the channel, and I went into it not really expecting greatness or anything, because although I did grow up playing some of the Sonic games, watching some of the shows, knowing the characters, all of that jazz, I was never as huge into Sonic as other people. I was never a big Sonic fan. I always leaned more towards Mario growing up. But the first movie honestly blew me away. It surprised me in the best possible ways, and it really nailed the characters, the humor, and even the heart of what I wanted, really, from a live-action Sonic movie. All the actors did a great job. It was great. And considering video game live-action movies don't normally do too well, the fact that it also was pretty universally well received was saying something. So, since I enjoyed it so much, I knew I was going to see the sequel. And once the stuff started coming out for it, once we started seeing the trailers, Idris Elba as Knuckles and everything, Tails, of course, who was set up in the first one. It's like once all of that started coming out, I was excited. And now, having seen the movie, I can say that excitement was very much well earned. I would say this is better than the first one. I would say this is not just a good video game adaptation, it's a great video game adaptation. It understood the assignment. And this is a studio, this is a crew that has shown time and time again they care about what us fans want. They changed the design for Sonic once we were complaining because the original design was shit. They put Colleen O'Shaughnessy's name on the poster when people complained that her name wasn't on the poster despite her voicing Tails and being a big name voice for Tails for a good long time. So it's like they showed they care. And with this movie they showed that they understand the source material. Even though obviously there's some differences, there's more modern jokes and stuff, and things that are there's some jokes that are a little cringy, if I'm being honest. References to certain things like flossing and all, and it's like, ugh. But I kind of expect that. With a comedy movie where you're bringing Sonic into modern world and everything, and it is geared towards kids, you're going to have that. But there was also a lot of humor that was really, really damn good. There's a lot of humorous interactions with Knuckles in this, who is absolutely phenomenally done. Knuckles is amazing. Idris Elba does a phenomenal job voicing him. The writing behind his character is fantastic. The interactions with other characters such as Robotnik and Sonic and even just various other characters throughout the movie are great. And Tails is like the bestest boy. Like, come on. Like, I always liked Tails. But he shines in this film. He really does. Colleen O'Shaughnessy knocks it out of the park as Tails, as usual. And he's just so lovable. Like, really damn lovable. Obviously, Jim Carrey's great as Robotnik. Obviously, Ben Schwartz is great voicing Sonic again. Obviously, the returning cast are all great. Um, and I can't remember her name, Tom's wife. Her sister, who had a smaller role in the first film, she has a much bigger role in this film. She is phenomenal in this one. She's amazing. I won't give away everything that happens, but she's really good in this movie. Um, and honestly, there were a lot of references, a lot of moments where it just, like, again, it made it clear that the people who made this, who wrote this, who just worked on this, showed that they understood the appeal of Sonic. There were various little references throughout it. There's even a scene where it looks like Sonic's going to drown in water, and I swear, in embedded in the music, you can almost kind of hear the drowning theme from the games. And it's like, did I really just hear that in there? Just like a little hint of it in there? That's awesome. Stuff like that. Like, and even the entire thing with water is made a joke of multiple times in this movie. Um, and yeah, the Master Emerald, as shown in the trailers, is a very major part of the film and its plot. And yes, as a lot of people predicted, because if you're going to have the Master Emerald and the Chaos Emeralds, a lot of people predicted you were going to see it, and we did. Supersonic happened. And it was hype. It was really good. It happened at the right moment during the climactic battle. It was really well handled. And it looked great. It just, everything looked great. All the visuals were fantastic. Definitely a step up from the first film. There was a lot of great humor. Again, the actors knocked it out of the park. The soundtrack was great. But let's talk about that credit sequence. So, the credit sequence obviously is there to tease the next film, just like the first one did with Tails and everything. And this one also teases the next film with another character. We have the military talking about finding a secret experimental project, and then they reveal Project Shadow. We knew he was coming. Like, that was the obvious next step. The first film obviously deals with Robotnik. The second film has Knuckles and Tails introduced. So where do you go from there? You kind of have to go with Shadow next. You can't go all the way to something like Chaos or anything like that. You kind of have to go with Shadow next. The only other option would be Metal Sonic, but I think Shadow's a better choice. Shadow is kind of iconic in his own right, basically being the anti-Sonic, and I really think they could do some great things with that. I'm hoping that Shadow isn't the only new character we get in the next one, though. Because obviously with the last film's tease, Tails wasn't the only one. We got Knuckles as well. I'm hoping with the next one we also get either or. Either Amy or Rouge. One of the two girls. One of the two main girl characters of the franchise. I mean, there's other girl characters. There's like Cream the Rabbit and everything, but let's be honest, Amy and Rouge are the two big ones. I really want to see one of those two. And if I would prefer Amy personally, but if Rouge was the one, I would be perfectly fine with that. I think either of them would be a great addition, and would give either of them would give a much different dynamic to things That could be really interesting in and of itself. Um, but yeah, that's all into the future because although it has been announced that Sonic 3 is in production, that's pretty much all we have right now. We just know that it's in production. Nothing else has been revealed or anything. So we'll just have to wait and see. Um, but yeah, pretty much everything about this film was fantastic. It was a step up from the first. It did everything right. And I really hope that they continue to do this. I really hope that we continue to see stuff like this. Not even just from Sonic, but I would love to see other video game adaptations be this good. And maybe, maybe at some point that will happen. I know there's that Super Mario movie that's coming out, but that's most likely not going to be that good. Honestly, with everything we've seen and know about it and the casting and everything, it looks pretty terrible. So I'm not expecting a lot from that. But hopefully we get more stuff like this in the future. Hopefully when Sonic 3 comes out, it's really damn great. And I want to hear your thoughts. So tell me what you thought of Sonic 2 in the comments below. And thank you so much for tuning in. For now, I'm Connie and I'm signing off. See y'all next time.